Anyway, I'll give you this story behind it. And that was 1953 or something like that, when I was doing my intermediate high school, just past the high school, and I was studying the only. It was all play, nothing serious. So my father had assigned one of his students to ask questions to me on what I have learned. So at some point this came, are we to write Pachati? So I said, you tell me, you are the teacher. So he said, it's easy. Very easy, very easy. So, what do you do? And then he will say, Are Murkharaj, पच लो, भुआदो धातु से धातु संज्ञा करो, धातु के अधिकार में जाओ, वर्तमान लट लगाओ, लट लस्य तिप्तजी पच ती कर्तरी शप पच शप टिप हो गया पचती संज्ञा लो 3 minutes, not even 3 minutes. Is that easy? No. That's what I'm going to explain to you. Because if you learn Pachati, then, even then, Bhuvayo Dhatu se Dhatu Sanya karo. Bhuvayo Dhatu is 1, 3, 1, Bhuvayo Dhatavaha. Okay? I have assigned the term Dhatu to Pach. It doesn't matter where do I get Pach from. The Dhatu pattern gives you do Pachas. I only know Pach. What is do Pachas? Anyway, Dhatu ke adhikar mein jao. 3191 Dhatu. From 13123191, what a jump! This idiot box is going to ask all kinds of questions. Hey, what are you going to do? I'm going to do that Pachati. So apply 131. Why? Go to 3191. Why and how? Then 3, 2, 123 Vartaman Raj. 3191 from 3191 to 32123 Vartaman Raj. लगा दिया 5. Hey, what is this lot? Keep your mouth shut. So, from lot, once you have told to be quiet, okay, just listen. The Guruji is teaching you, saying that पुराने धातु से धातु संज्ञा करो, कर दिया. धातु के अधिकार में गए, चले गए. Okay? Go to 32123. Then, where do I go now? Oh, you go to Lasya. What is Lasya? 3477, mark the numbers. 131, 32123, 3477. Then apply it plus G. So Lasya is 3477. 3478 is Ipta G Siptastha Vivasvastha Atam Jhathasa Thastom EYY, which is an abbreviation king. There are 2 kinds of abbreviations in Pāṇini. One kind is where the sounds of the language are abbreviated to represent a pratyahara. Another one is where the grammatical elements are put together for abbreviation. Ting is one of them, which gives you Tikka J, Sikha Sa, Mivatva, Stata, Mga, Thasa, Thasa, Iva, Iva. Okay? So, okay. Take why and how. This is a list of what? 21. How can you select one out of 21 and why? So, that's the question. This idiot box is not going to leave you alone. It's going to give you lots of sleepless nights. If you are programming this, you have to be answering those questions. So, okay, lay a tip. Okay, so what's the tip? Then what? Then you go to the end. Timshit Sarva had to come. Timshit Sarva had to come is 3, 4, 1, 13. So this is your trip from 1, 3, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 23 through 3, 4, 77, 2, 3, 4, 78, and then 3, 4, 1, 13, Timshit Sarva had to come. Okay, now I am out of the domain of the third adhyaya. So then what should I do? Then you will say, अरे अभी शब्द तो लगा ही नहीं, शब्द लगाओ. So very sharp. 3168, which has the anuvritti of sarva dhatu there, and the vritti says sarva dhatu ke kartari shab. So from tasmin nirdishte purvasya, when a sarva dhatuka follows, Ting has been assigned the term sarvadhatika. Then go back. From 3, 4, 113 to you have to go to 3, 1, 68. Why? Why did you not tell me to stop there? Polish. No, you could not. You could only go there now. So how do I know I have to go there now? All these questions for this idiot box, I'm the one who has given you all these answers. So how do you get all these answers? There are 3 things that you must remember. One, Acharya Pravritti. You have the Ashadhyayi open before you. See what the Acharya, how does Pāṇini derive whatever he derives. There is a lot that he tells you himself. A major part of what he has not explained to you is Patanjali. Has the tradition said that? Tradition has taken it for granted. So it has to be Rama Nath Sharma to explain. But if I did that, people will say that he's shooting his mouth. So I go to Patanjali. This is what I am going to show you. Okay? Let's move this one. So Acharya Pravritti. Pāṇini derives padas. That's looking at the practice of the Acharya. Selection of superfixes. Okay? How you go about selecting the superfixes? You have to, artiga fixes, you have to explain it to this idiot box. So in other words, there has to be a trigger built into with 3477 mass to tell you that, hey, look, in order to understand exactly what thing is and how to go about selecting tip 1 out of 21, you go back in the first book and you go to 1491. Lah parasmai pada tangana atmane padam tingas trini trini pratham madhyama uttama. That's how you get that classification, prathama madhyama uttama, and ekvachan bahuvachan and the axis, the horizontal and the vertical, and then you get thing. Okay, karnatari shapa. So where do you get this thing? Hey, but what is lot? And there are similar creatures in it. There are 10. Lot. And then, so L hyphen T, L hyphen N. Replace with the vowels in the middle. Okay? A, I, U, Re. So you get lut, lut, lot, ring, etc., etc. That's how you get 10. This lot, that means law is common to all of them. What does Patanjali to Pāṇini say? Law karmancha bhavancha karmatebhya. A law affix is introduced after a verb root with the denotation of kartri and karman if
they are sakarmaka.
If the root is sakarmaka. And then if the root is not sakarmaka, instead it is akarmaka, then you introduce in the sense or with the denotation of bhava and kartri. So the moment you start selecting lot, but let me go first to 3191 dhatu ke kaal mein. Pāṇini derives pada. The pada is defined by Pāṇini 1414 Suptingantam padam. That which ends in a sup or in a thing is called padam. So this thing, tingantam, padasangam bhavati. Okay? So lakarmancha bhavancha karmati is the one where you have to select your lot. You have to decide whether it is going to be denoting kartri or karma, because pati is sakarmaka. So what's your choice? What do you want to do? The pati that you took from, you go further from the dhatu, and then when you introduce lot, that lot, you must decide whether you are introducing that lot to denote the sense of kartri or karma. Supposing you decided to do it like kartri. You want to denote kartri, fine. Then you go to, so lat, la plus kartri. That will be the tag that you will put on the lat. Pach will have sakarmaka plus current action, vartaman. So the current action intransitive will help you to decide the denotation of, no, I'm sorry, transitive. That will determine sakarmaka, will determine kartri or karma. So let's take kartri. Okay. Then you go to lasya, tikta, ji, and you make the selection of 10. That means there has to be a trigger built into with the thing to tell you, hey, look, this is an abbreviation, and you must know how they are distributed. So for that you have to go la paraspai padam, tagana atmane padam, tingastri padam, madhyamutamaha, etc. All those rules have to be brought close to the context of lasya, tikta, ji. Lasya Sashti Sthane Yogde is going to give you in place of la. So lat has to be in a replacement with the te. In fact, all the lakaras are replaced with these things, depending on what you want to express. So anyway, fine. So you get Paj, Shap. But why do you go and wait for 3168, run back to 3168? Because I must have Shap. Because you are waiting for Kartari. Okay? But Kartari, why did you not take Sarvadhatike Kartari Shap? At that time, Kartari has it there. So you should have used that one. No, I couldn't, because Sarvadhatike puts a ringer. Unless you go and understand what a Sarvadhatuka is, you wouldn't know whether a Sarvadhatuka is following or not. So, what tells you that? Thing is Sarvadhatuka. Hey, what is the function of Sarvadhatuka in all this? So it is Sarvadhatuka that leads you, this is the reverse scanning. Sarvadhatuka is the trigger that takes you to Sarvadhatuke Kartari Shap. And Kartari is coming from Laktarmani Shap, and in place of la, you get a thing from lasya, tikta, jekta, sa, etc., etc. So you begin with 1, 3, 1, dhatu. It's not that easy. आसान है. मूर्खराज बस बुआलो धातु से धातु संज्ञा करो, धातु के अधिकार में जाओ, वर्तमान लट लस्य तिक्त जी धातु के शब शब done. Let's move on. Okay, this is the soup selection. You have su, ta, ne, nasi, ni, etc. So let's say, what is the other type of pada? Subhagita. So that which ends in a soup. These are the only two derivations that Pāṇini undertakes. Pāṇini's practice shows that there are only two types of padas that he derives. See how you have reduced the whole world of derivation into two categories? So, if you assign the term dhatu, like he was saying that assign the word, define it as dhatu, then go to the domain of dhatu. So if you have assigned the term dhatu to the input pach, which you have taken from the dhatu patha, then you must go to 3191. How would I know? Look at what is the term which has been assigned. So pach has been assigned the term dhatu. Now go and scan the roots of the Ashtadhyayi down. Hey, it's going to take me all evening and night if I go each one check. No, you only go to the Adhikara. So Pāṇini presents his roots in Adhikara. They are domain headings. So you just check the domain headings and stay where he uses the term dhatu which has been assigned to your input. That's how you go to dhatu 3191. There are only two dhatu. There's one before 3191 dhatu. The first one is dhatu ekatu. Okay, that's not Vartamana, so you will leave that. You will go to Vartamana Varga. Okay? So, but if you have it, Rama Pachati, so you take Rama, 1245 assigns the term Pratipadika, right? Athva dhatu apratyaya Pratipadikam, 1245. So go to 1245, if you have a nominal, assign the term Pratipadika, and that will send you where? Go take a flying lesson all the way to 411. Nyap Pratipadika. Go to the domain where heading is using the term Pratipadika. That's where you are. So the domain of dhatu is the third adhyaya, right? The domain of Pratipadika is the fourth and the fifth. So there you have your whole Ashtadhyayi. So you will, what you missed was the second. So when we go through the workshop, I will go to the second. And I will also explain some magic-y things about, but this is the Acharya pravritti. You have to be carefully listening to yourself. Okay, so he has made two. He assigned, this is the purpose of assigning the terms, right? When you go to the end of Pachati, can I have that page? Okay, this is the thing. See where I talk about these steps? Yeah. Step 1, Pach to cook dhatu. That's 131. Right? Sakarmaka. Transit. 131 bhuadra dhatu. Who to become such. Okay. So step 1. 131 bhuadra dhatu. Go and assign the term dhatu. Okay? Then Pach. And then go to 3 to book 4, book 5, and in all those rules of book 3, book 4, book 5, you have to have 311, 312, 313, and 314 read with that. So a pratyaya occurs after a base, which could be twofold dhatu or pratipadika. So dhatu defined by 131, this is tongue-in-cheek explanation, I am not telling you the truth. The truth is that dhatu and pratipadika, there are other definitions also. So, there is one definition which says bhuadero dhatava. Bhu and its likes are roots headed by bhu in groups, and similar ones are called dhatu. But there is also another definition of dhatu, which is 3132, which is called sanadyanta dhatava. Dhatu are also those which end in affixes, sun, etc. So what are the sun, etc. affixes? Go to 3117, that's 7. That's it. Dhatu, halale, kriya samavihare, sanascha. There is sun. So, sanadaya are those affixes which have been enumerated between the rules of 317 to 3132, which defines the dhatu, sanatana dhatu. There are 12 affixes, that's why sun, etc. That means 12, let's say. So there are 12 affixes. If they occur after a form, that means they are dhatu. The most famous of the sanati affixes is rinchi. Rinjanta. Okay, that which ends in a rich is also called a dhatu. You have a great expert of rinjantas, Anjaneya Shastri. I read his paper, that's how I got interested. I talked with him at length in Helsinki. That's where we met. So anyway, we are getting into this. So that's the practice of the Acharya. And then, if you have a Rama, the Pratipadika, then 1 to 45 says Arthavada Dhatu Pratyaya Pratipadika. A Pratipadika is that which is meaningful, Arthavad, or Dhatu is not a root and not an affix. That is a Pratipadika. But wait a minute, there is 1 to 45 is Arthavada Dhatu Pratyaya Pratipadika. These numbers I get confused. So 1 to 45, then 1 to 46. 1 to 46 says Samasa. That which ends in a krit or etadita or is a samasa. For samasa you have to go in the domain of 211. Samasa Padavidhi and then Prakadara Samasaha. So for samasa you go there. Then you have Tadhita. Also those which end in affixes turned Tadhita, where the rule is 4176, that is Tadhita, in the domain of Nya Pratipadika. So more about it when we get Adhyaya 4. But anyway, you get Pach a lot, and then let's go to Lasya. Vartamana lot gives you the lot, and then you have Lakarmanisha Bhavecha Karmakebhya, you must have in order to get Kartri. A law is introduced after a transitive Sakarmaka verb root when Kartri agent and Karman are denoted. It is introduced after an intransitive Karmaka verb root when Kartri agent and Bhava are denoted. What is Bhava? What is Bhava? What? Don't be westernized. Don't care these words impersonal. What is impersonal? Understand that bhava is the root sense. That's it. That's my term.
Nice.
I have coined so many terms. I hate the Western terms. Read my review of Whitney in that paper, Modern Studies of Pāṇini. I have been very cruel to Whitney. And he has been cruel to us. the traditional domain. So I set the record straight. Anyway, Pachalat, you go to Tiptas, Jisiptastha, etc. Go to Lasya 3477. In place of that which is formed with La, that's my translation of Lasya. In place of that which is formed with La. So, with La could be Lat, Lut, Ling, or the Lakaras. Okay?
And Bhava, it has a root, sense of the root.
Yeah. Vachanam, Gamanam, Asanam,
And then how do you translate Bhava Vachan?
denotation of. See, it hardly makes much sense to make a distinction between signification and denotation. Okay? That is denotation, and then you go into Lakshana and Vyanjana, etc. I don't like those terms. I go straight to denotation as some kind of denotation. It is important. Why is it important? Because there is one animal, very vicious, sitting, which pokes fun at the Ashtadhyayi all the time. And that is the one which makes sure that you understand that Pāṇini doesn't derive pada alone. The West has been saying that it's a morphological grammar. It doesn't take syntax into consideration because it derives pada. Those idiots don't understand that you cannot derive a pada unless you have a syntactic frame. So, you have karakas. What is karaka? 1423. The heading rule is karake. How do you translate karake?
Sir, you too.
When that, first of all, a karaka is a participant in action. Because action is the central meaning of a verb. So, karaka is the participant. So, karake, when that means a karaka, a participant, which is doing, which is engaged in the action. That which is doing is karaka. Karake, the locative, there are two things, two meanings you get of the locative. Rather 3, 4, I don't get into that. Just remember 2. One is Tasmin Niti Nirdishte Purvasya. An operation specified with a locative applied to that which immediately precedes. Purvasya. Karyam Bhavati. This one karake is a condition, nimitta. Nimitta is also given with the locative. So this is nimitta. So that is why I translate when that a participant is performing the action or engaged in accomplishing the action of cooking. Very bad translation of